Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Wait, how do I have 3 messages on? Okay, what is going on here? Who? Alright, well, whatever. That sounds fairly British name. Okay. Okay, I think I'm addicted to Simply Lemonade. I just looked over and I have so many empty bottles.
I see.
Also, I need to take out the trash.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've shuffled and I'm through my 5, so I'll swing for you now.
Okay. Let me go ahead and... I need to learn how to power shuffle. But I'll do that on my English trial decks. I ain't trying to practice on these.
I see.
I've already noticed a couple bent cards around.
Fortunately,
Fortunately, nothing expensive.
I devastate my decks. And I use this brand of I use this brand of oversleeve. Broccoli.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't really see that.
Japan. I imported these from Japan, from Ami, and I use these for most of my decks from now on because, from what I've experienced with these oversleeves, they have best quality, best durability, they last a long time.
Cool. Well, it's not that. I mean, the only bent cards I've seen have been for ones that either one I thought were in a different place than where they actually were, and then I lift up something, it's like, oh crap, there's a bent card. Or 2, when I tried to put too much stuff into a deck box. So
I see.
That was my own fault. But again, fortunately, it was nothing expensive that got bent up. So that's whatever.
Alright. Okay, do you have a die or anything? Determine who goes first.
Odds are even?
Odds.
Evens.
It's even, okay. So you go first.
Alrighty.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, yes. You have that in the hand, I'm placing the hand.
Okay.
I will draw. I'll drop. You draw how many?
Alright. Mulligan 3.
1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw 1. Okay. Go ahead and... I can't remember what I did with my numbers, okay. Go ahead. Clock 1, draw 2.
Yep. Okay, 2K counter. That's one less counter to worry about.
Okay. Direct for 1, 2, 3.
3, 1, cancel.
Okay. Here we go.
Clock 1 for rush. 2 draw. I see.
Is this the Love Live deck again?
No, this is my main Love Live deck.
It's what?
This is my main one. Play this. It's on center.
Okay.
I'll front here for 1.
You're fronting?
Yep.
Okay. Is that a heel tax?
It's a bomb. We're both dying.
Okay, so you bombed into a... Okay,
yeah.
For 2?
Yep, for 2.
1 and 2.
Goes in, and I retire your Kyoko and your charge back. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw 1. Okay. Clock 1, draw 2.
Heal tax. Of course it doesn't. Why would I have heal tax?
Wait, Love Live doesn't have a heal tax. Okay.
Love Live doesn't have heal tax. Yeah, I know. That's one thing that Love Live doesn't have. If it had something like that, I wouldn't even play so many heals. So. I'm only at 1. Okay, 3,500 power cutter.
And
Cool.
okay.
Pick up deck. 2. Yours, yep, 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yep. And 2. Goes in.
All right, and same
Yep, for 2.
for 1, 2, 2.
1, cancel.
Okay.
Draw. Okay, what do I need? How long I need you right now? I'm looking right now. Okay, I'll do it to that. I mean, I can deal with that now. That's a bomb. Okay, let's see.
Wait, when you refer to a bomb, is that just what you're calling a suicide, or is that something different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pay 1. Discard 1. Search my deck for a music character.
Okay.
I'll search for this. Shuffle. Yeah, 4. Okay, so 25 and 4K. 25 and 4K. Alright.
Oh, wait, and I need to be switching between things. There we go.
Cool. That. Okay, this I won't use the other effects. Student support. And I'll play this. Actually, I'm not gonna play that. That's a bad idea. I'll do that and play.
Watch your hand.
Yeah, sorry. Let's see, think here.
I mean, with regards to your camera, watch your hand.
Sorry about that.
Not that I know what any of those cards are, but...
Okay, I'll do that then, if that's the case. Okay, but do ever play that? I can always go to clock. どうしよう。Okay, let's do that then.
So what's the book character about?
This character here, if this gets reversed, if I have 1 or less other character on the field, this card goes to clock. But since I have 2 or more other characters now, this card can no longer go to clock when it gets reversed.
Okay. Wait, what was the rest of the sentence you just said? Since you have 2 characters.
Oh no, this card here only goes to clock if I have 1 or less other character on the field.
Okay.
Okay, 2, 1, 2, that. Do that. Sure. Play this. I'll get this 1K. Okay. I'll move this here. Front here for 3K. For 1. For 2.
Okay.
For 2. Yep.
1 and 2 sticks.
Yeah. Psych, are you going to reverse my kill on my Nozomi?
Is there a reason I wouldn't want to?
Well, yeah, you can choose not to reverse me, but well, you have no reason. I guess I'll
What is
reverse it
it?
then.
What does that
It's
do?
your bond because your suicide ability.
Yeah.
It's a main effect, so I just want to know you want to reverse or not.
Okay. No, I was gonna say, what does your Nozomi do? Like, I didn't know if she had any.
Oh, the searcher. It's a searcher.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just for mutant character. Pay one, discard one. Standard searcher. Front here for 4K. For one. For one.
Okay. So we both reverse then.
Yep.
All right.
Take one.
One sticks.
Yep.
All right. Level up. Crap. None of these are cards I want to just leave on my clock. Shoot. I rarely ever get a chance to use these, so.
Okay. Reverse. And now we'll go here for two. Two in a drawer. I'll start with one.
Okay.
I'll start with this.
What is that?
3K counter.
I'm sorry, what?
3K counter. I can't tell.
You're kind of breaking up. It's a what counter?
3K counter.
Oh, okay. What level?
Level 2.
Level 2, okay.
I can see it. So, 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You take it yet? 2.
What just happened?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 and 2. Okay.
Yep. All blue here. And one encore.
I shall not. Okay, so go ahead, draw 1. Go ahead, clock 1, draw 2.
Yep.
Okay. What's the what's the power of your remaining card?
1,500 only. And if as effect where at the beginning of your attack step, I may mill the top card of my deck. If the mill card is level 0 or below, comments do count. This card can move to any empty space in the front row.
Wait, what now? So
This card here basically at the beginning of your attack step, I can mill the top card of my deck and I can put the top card of my deck into my green room. If that card just got milled is a level 0 or below, I can move this card to any spot, any space in the front row, any empty spot in the front row.
And how many times can that activate?
Once only.
Okay.
Once only. Don't have anything to play.
What?
Don't tell me you don't have anything to play.
I still didn't catch that, but it's whatever.
Sorry, I said I hope you have really don't hope you have stuff to play. That's what I said.
Okay, so do I.
Green, so I'm assuming I don't know. You put the 105K. I haven't seen you play that climax, the gold bag one, which gives 25 power to all your characters. Because that's being used a lot now. So.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay, put that.
Sure. So that's K. I pay one with bond, another one. You have another one there? Check.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I have that ability. Wait, bond pulls from your
waiting room.
Wait a minute. Do I even?
Oh fuck you.
Well, screw it. Okay.
The shorts. They're short. They're short. They're short.
They're shorts? Okay.
Yeah, they're shorts.
I mean,
Yeah, they're short.
yeah, I ain't here to judge. Okay. What was I even doing? Okay, yeah, I was playing poorly. Okay. That, and...
Hey.
And let's get some stuff out of my hand. So,
Alright.
go ahead, play that, plus 1k, plus 1 soul, because why not? So,
Okay. I'll tell you when you're beginning attack step.
why not?
Are you beginning your attack step now?
Yeah, it will be. Let me just, think some thoughts.
Sure.
So, okay, 7k. Alright, go
Begin
ahead.
attack step. Build top card. Level still fails. I can't move.
Oh, cool. So, direct for 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Okay. Alright, then go ahead and direct for 1, 2, 2, and a salvage. What do I even want to salvage?
Oh wow.
Okay, salvaging a zombie Sayaka.
Sure. 1. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Cancel. Alright. No encore.
I do know. Okay. Yeah, that's that. Your turn.
Draw. I'll call off the counter that salvage before. Draw 2. Okay. This is bad. This is really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to know more cards.
Oh wait, and I forgot to switch it on my turn again. Oh, whatever. People can just get a look at the shorts.
I'll play this. I decided to build top 3 in my deck, so I'll move 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the other deck of this card. Mill top 3 in my deck. When it comes to play.
What? To what
Card
end?
here.
Is it just
To
to
my-
mill the top 3, or
Just
if you
mill top 3.
find?
That's just mill top 3. That's it. That's all it is. Mill top 3. That's it. Director of 2. 2.
Okay. Uno, dos, sticks.
Goes in and go.
Okay. Draw 1.
Not bad. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That actually was. Yeah, that's a good idea.
What do I want to do? Again, I barely ever find use for these, so go ahead. Clock 1, draw 2.
That's kind of those. You're at 6. I'm at 0.5, but that's bad for me. Because people, in our meta, people with the lower level tend to lose later on. But I am ready to pick up my deck because I can't do anything to your level 1s at all. Not with this 500. Well, not with this 500 power attacker.
Okay. Play that.
Disaster walk like a man. That's another nickname that card in our locals. Someone actually made it up.
I didn't understand much of that.
No, you won't know. You won't unless you played in our locals. Then because it was one person that actually came up with that sentence regarding that card.
Okay. So 7,000. I just a straight 2,000.
20,
so.
yeah, straight 2,000 only. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead. What does that card have any funky abilities or anything?
Nope.
Besides the mill top 3?
Nope.
Okay.
It says
So
it's the 4 and mill top 3. That's all it is.
okay. So go ahead and front for 1, 1.
In. First.
Okay.
In.
Front for 1,
Direct for
2, 2.
1 level. Yep. Level. Green. Yeah. Green. 6.
Okay. Direct for 1, 2, 2.
1, 2. Goes in. No encore.
Right.
Draw.
Okay. Your turn.
Yep. Clock. Draw 2. Okay. Okay. Let's do this then. Umi? 80? Umi? And I will use Umi's effect. Press 2, pay 1. Mill top 4 for every climax I hit. It's just my deck for a character. I hit no climaxes. That's bad. So I know there's still that in there. What do? Can't play this. If you just drop counter, I don't think you'll have a counter that counters something like anything like that. You can one so? I'll put it on Cornelli.
What's that put her up to?
9-5.
Okay.
1 here for 8K. For 1.
8K, 1, 1.
Yep.
Okay, level up.
Yep. And so I can build activate. Your clock.
Yep, reverses. Clock, rest.
There's your green. Front here for 3.5 for 1. For 1? Okay.
So 3.5? Okay, for 1.
Yep, 3.5.
1 sticks.
And the final attack here should be for 2 and a door. No, 3.
Okay. And what power did you say the center one's at?
95.
Oh, okay. For 3.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going back
1,
with 6.
cancel.
Sure. Going back with 6 climaxes.
Okay.
Going back to 6 climaxes. This goes here.
Okay, so let me see. Climax. Not gonna climax this card. Off of your turn, what is that center card's power?
75. 75.
Okay.
Only
go ahead,
75.
pay 3.
Pay 3.
Alright.
And then what? Refresh. Okay. Refresh into Nico. Okay. Okay, that works.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Right. Draw 1. Go ahead. Clock. Draw 2. Okay, stand. Okay, what are your powers?
By the way, here is this is a level 1 bomb. So if I get this card gets reversed, if the opposing character is level 1 below, like I may also reverse that character.
Okay.
This is 7,500 power, and this is EK.
Okay.
Let's see.
So these put that to 6. Okay. So I'm underneath both of that. And what did you say? I'm sorry. What did your far right one's power?
Level 1 bomb, only 3,500 power, but I can reverse level 1s and below.
Okay. Oh, this is whatever, so... Okay, go ahead and play a climax. Plus
Sure.
1, plus...
Yeah.
Plus 1k, plus 1. So, actually, it doesn't even really matter in this case.
Yep.
For this
So
one.
2.
Yeah,
2.
so for 1, 2, 3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Goes in. Level. That's 5, 6. Yellow. So red. 2 over 6.
Okay.
I reversed your Psycho, so you take a damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then, what's, sorry again, what's the power of your middle one?
75.
75, okay. So with the, so I'm over. So front
So
for
think.
1, 2, what?
Or so you think.
Counters. Well, never mind.
Okay, so counters later. Trigger first.
Yeah, I'm just thinking something. Okay. Alright, so for 1, 2, 2, and a salvage.
Yep, salvage one first.
Salvaging a Howling Kyoko.
Counter. So my 9k.
Okay.
So for 2, 1, 2 goes in.
Alright, and then...
We're tied there.
What level is that?
Level 1, but 8k.
Level 1, 8k, okay. Go ahead then, and I will side...
Or 1.
0, 1...
Or 1. So 1. So 1.
Okay.
1 in our door, sir. Yep.
So 1 in a salvage.
Yep.
See, and salvage is only salvaging a character, correct?
Correct. There are blue climaxes that can salvage climaxes, which Monica does not have. Okay.
Okay, just trying to figure out what I'm gonna salvage here. Wait, did I go past it? Right, salvaging an ultimate Madoka.
Goes in.
Okay.
And I will not encore this Kotori.
Right. I will go ahead and encore this Sayaka.
Sure. I'll stand draw. Let's see. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we have that's my play. Put this up. I'll play this. Pay 1. And I stop top card my deck because I have a full field. I will proceed to brainstorm. Pay 1. Climax. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hit 1 climax, so I character. I don't think I have those left, so, okay. I guess I'll go for the next best option. This. You're 54 though. You are 54. So. Okay. Let's see. This here. This here. This and that. I'll play this. I'll kill myself. Crash. Losing. For 2. 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and where did I go? Yeah.
Darkest Wish.
Pay 1.
Darkest Wish.
Counter.
Yep, Darkest Wish. Choose your Psycha. Choose a Psycha. No, you're not going for that. 3.
What?
So yeah, sure. Okay, take yep. And where's yep, and then everybody goes memory. So that's for 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. 1, 2, refresh.
Okay.
Okay, 3.
Yep. Goes in.
Sticks, and then
And refresh that. Right? You're level up to.
Yep.
Yeah. Level up to level 3. Yep.
Level with green.
Yep. Our front here for 2. Our front 9K here for 2.
Okay.
For 2.
1, 2 sticks.
And Psycho's damage.
Yep.
And direct here for 3. 3.
Okay. 1, 2. Where are my climaxes at? Oh my goodness. 3.
What is canceling? What is canceling? Alright.
I don't know what canceling is. Alright.
Yeah, reverse here. No encore.
Okay. So my turn. Stand.
No encore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is bad.
Wait, what are you at? You're at 3. Or you're
3,
at 2,
4,
5.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, by 5.
Well, good grief. This is unfortunate.
Yep, and you can't clock.
Yep.
But you
Well,
can
I
heal
could,
it.
just if I want to get this over with.
Well, you can't. Oh, you clock, you die. You die.
Yeah, I know. But that would be getting it over with.
Oh, I see. You clock, you die. You're at 3-6, so yeah. You were at 3. Well, I got you to 3-6. I hope you have something to do with Nico, because that's, you don't hear yourself, you're dead.
Alright, pay 2.
Yep. Pay that. Heal 1. Heal 1. One, two, one.
this. Pay the other 2.
The other 2 replacing. Yeah, Holland Kirko. Sure. 221. Okay. Okay.
And pay 0. Play over.
Sure. So your side on the other side is only 6K now.
Yeah, she's whatever.
Come on.
Okay, and what is the power of what you have on the field currently?
7,000. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7,000 and 8,000. 7,000.
Alright, let me check something here. Go ahead and double check a thing.
Yeah, we're good.
See, so this is at 11.5.
Yep.
But only if it's in that spot. So
Only in that spot. Yep. This is totally out of counter range. Even at 35, the counter can't save it.
okay, well, I'm still at 3.5, so let's go ahead.
You're 3.5.
Play Madoka's Wish. Send this to memory.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't pull the same thing I did yesterday, but if I counted correctly.
You should have another one there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you better be in there.
So it's gonna be 333. All right. Let's hope I don't get wiped.
Okay. Go ahead and
For 3.
direct for yep.
3.
1, 2, 3.
3. 3 in the
This
go bar.
goes to hand. This goes to stock.
1, 2, 3. It goes in. Level. 7. Yellow.
Let's see.
6.
You said you refreshed with 6 climaxes, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Well, I'm past the point of being able to do anything about that anyhow, so front for 1, 2.
2, 3. 3. 3 in the door. Yep. Salvage.
Oh yeah, I forgot 2, 3. 3 in the door. Let's see. Who do I salvage? Okay, salvaging this promo Hamura.
Sure. 1, 2, cancel.
Okay.
You need a double soul trigger to win.
Okay, and your centers, does your center reverse?
Yep.
Okay. So
yeah,
then,
double soul trigger, you win this.
we'll see about that. Front for 1, 2, 3.
3, yep.
3.
Oh, another go bar, another game. Well, that's bad for you. Salvage. You just triggered 3 climaxes.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well. Okay. Not that this will end up mattering, but salvaging an ultimate Madoka.
Oh, I still have a climax in here. Cancelled.
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh, sorry, I thought without climaxes already. Cancelled.
Oh, okay.
Cancel. And I
Oh.
went off. Draw. Okay. No clock. Play this. Oh wait, one card. Play this. Pay 2. Play this. And why not? Pay 1. Discard 1. Deck for a Weiss character. Up back this. Sure. Alright. So I know what my triggers are going to be. Okay. Front here for 1. For 1. Yeah, no trigger. 1.
Okay. 1.
Front here for 2. 2. Refresh. I can refresh quick here. Oh crap. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
2.
Yep. Basically 2. Right.
2.
1, and that's game.
That's game, and I will pay 2. Discard card from my hand and send that side card to clock.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You had a clock shooter.
Yeah, that I pretty much guarantee. I pretty much guarantee my win 1-2. I got you 3-6 because this is guaranteed damage. Guaranteed damage.
Yeah, it was a way to still. I got to a climax anyhow.
Pretty much over.
All right. Good games.
Great game. All right. So yep. I guess I'll go to bed now.
Yeah, it's midnight 02 where I'm at.
All right. I guess.
All
Have
right.
evening. Good night. Bye.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
All right. That's that. Wait. Crap. Stop that. And I keep forgetting to switch that. Sleeves for suckers. Yeah. Well, honestly, I need to be getting some. What on earth is going on here? Big Lay's Donuts. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just wind down at this point here. See if I might be able to wake up at a decent hour for once. Actually, I'll probably try and play Shovel Knight or something. Alright, well, if there's... Is there anybody even watching left? Well, looks like I still have 5 viewers. Okay. So, for those that are still left in the chat, what could I have done differently on that game? Because I'm still trying to learn some stuff. That was supposed to be over here. Man, triggering those 3 clients. Wait, critical hit gaming. What Skype would you be under? Oh wait, no, it says it here. Unless you're talking to somebody else. I'm not showing that under pending. Oh, I'll just add this. Okay. And is there a way to add Can I add nicknames to people on Skype? I guess I could just rename. glazed donut. What is it? It is midnight. I really should be going to sleep. Actually, wait, no. Do 2 other people want to play? And I can just stream that. And I got some stuff I need to do before I go to sleep. Kuroishi 11 and Glazed Donut. Do you want to play against each other? Let me see if I can even get enough people into a room. Who the heck did I just play against? See, I'm just gonna watch, but I'll at least do a Skype call and stream that while I do whatever. Okay, so Kuroishi and Big Glazed Donut. I know I have Big Glazed Donut on my contacts. Kuroishi, what are you on Skype? You know, I was super tempted to make the nickname Schwarz, but I know he has a nickname on Facebook, and that's what I'll know him as. Oh wait, no, he's just kanji character. No, he's not. What? Oh, you're Natsu. Okay. So okay, first off, let's rename that. Okay, that's one. Wait, where did Big Glaze? Okay, there we go. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. I am terrible at social media. Add. No. Big Glaze Donut. Add to group call. There we go. I don't know that it had so much to do with the mic. I think he just talks really quickly, because I had the same problem yesterday as well.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So Big Glazed Donut, whenever you guys are ready, you can start sharing the video. And let me switch the stream. Go ahead, get out that split cam. There we go. Okay, so oh, wait, I can't do that. What? Okay. That. Turn Skype back on. There we go.
So what series are you playing?
Sword Art.
Okay. You want to do something fun, or you want to do something?
is it doing top and bottom? Okay. That's about as bad as we're gonna get. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to put on music. Man, there's so much stuff I just am not doing in this streaming thing. Whatever. Terror's human, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself. I have a few things I need to do around my apartment, but I'll be observing.
Okay.
Do you have a die, or do I need to grab one?
Can you grab one?
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right.
All right. Let's see. There we go. All right. So first of all, cut or no cut?
No cut.
Okay. Even or odd?
Odd.
It is a 5, so you go first.
All right. Gonna discard 2.
Discard 1.
Okay.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's see. Clock. $3,000. And assist 500.
Yep.
Direct attack.
2 in a book.
Yep.
Okay. 2. All right. Draw for turn. Not what I need right now. Clock. Draw 2. Play. 2,500. He can jump in front of other characters at the beginning of your attack phase. Has to be an empty slot. Play. He's a 2/5. but he turns into a 4/5 if you have 3 or let's see. You basically have to have 4 characters on your field, or he's a 4/5.
Okay.
So that happens only on your turn. Okay, so direct for 2.
Cancel.
Direct for 2.
All right.
And that's your go.
All right. So they're both 2/5s at the moment.
Nope. At the moment, 2/5, 4/5.
Okay.
You have to have 4 or more characters on your field for this to become a 2/5.
On my field.
Yes.
All right. All right. 2/5, but during my turn it gets plus 1,000, so that's a 3/5. And another 3,000.
Okay.
So now it's at 2/5, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll direct.
No, up front, you mean?
Yeah, up front.
Okay.
Just one.
1. Cancel.
All right. Direct.
Okay.
1 soul trigger.
3. Okay. Sticks.
And up front. Nothing.
Oh, for 1. Did you side or
yeah.
did you front?
Front.
Okay. And I need... I don't want to get rid of one of these, but I might have to. I have to. Draw.
And it's my turn.
Yeah. So, clock. Draw 2. 1. 2. So, not what I want. How are we going to do this? Alright, so play, pay 1, drop 1, deck search. Okay, so I need at least one of her. Counter tap. Do you want to cut or not?
Sure.
Okay. All right. All right. 5K extra 1,000 on your turn. Pay 1. Play. Gives 1,000 exclusively to Atoya, who's the little samurai dude, and on your turn it gives everybody pretty much in the deck your turn.
Okay.
All right. So select stock red. +1 soul. So front attack for 2, 3.
Cancel.
Side attack for 1, 2, 2.
Okay.
All right, you're up.
Clock. Another assist. What are their attack powers?
15, 7K.
Okay. I'll direct.
Okay.
For 2.
Okay.
And up front.
Okay.
For 2.
All right. Okay, she goes, he stays. Draw. As well. 1, 2. Okay.
Once again, it's like starting red. Getting some feedback there, sir.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
from
yeah.
A lot of feedback.
Crap. Like as in echo, or are you just hearing my fans? Here, let me
Well,
try
the
this.
fan is compounding because of all the feedback.
Okay, are you still getting feedback?
It'll increase in a minute. Your voice is actually what's stopping it for a second.
Oh wow, okay. Cause were you getting a bunch of feedback while I was away?
No, it's as soon as you unmuted it.
Huh. Has that been happening for the entirety of the stream?
Not really.
Okay. Let me see. Nothing really changed. I don't know what's going on here. Let me try turning down my mic a bit. How about now?
No, it's increasing.
What is going on?
Well, it increases when you stop talking.
Okay. I wonder what it's picking up then. Just ambient noise?
It's the ambient noise and then it loops.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I could just keep talking, or I'd probably just mute myself again then. Was it happening during my game with Short Shorts?
No.
Okay. Wait, I should call him by.
Not that I can tell, but I think he, if I remember right, him or the guy before had a loop of his own going on.
Oh, man. So mute the stream. Unmute Skype. But I don't have the stream going.
Okay. So first one I'm going to do is direct. For 3.
Do either of you guys have the stream up?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I mute myself in Skype, if that does anything. Let me know. I guess they probably wouldn't be able to hear because they have their stream muted. Okay. Critical Hit Gaming, are you hearing the feedback still?
He's huge.
For two.
Okay.
And it's your turn. And for power check, he's 8K, and he's 8.5.
Alright.
Okay, so when I have myself muted in Skype, people in the who are just watching stream, you're not hearing it? I don't know if it was on slight echo. I don't even know how we're getting an echo because I don't have myself coming out of any of my speakers. Unless is my stream open in another tab that I just don't know about?
Alright, 5K with accelerate.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute myself in Skype. People in chat, let me know if you start hearing it. They'll probably start hearing it because I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll let them know. Okay. I'm just testing a few things here. I'm gonna unmute myself here in Skype because you're hearing me now, and I want to see first. You guys tell me when you start hearing feedback. I'm gonna see if the people in chat start hearing feedback as well. So if you can bear with me for just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pay both the costs, so top card of my deck goes into my clock. So 9K and 9K and 95K. Or no, 9.5K.
Okay, so stream is getting an echo. Are you guys getting the feedback in Skype?
I was gonna say Skype is fine. The echo is probably from your. Are you using XSplit?
No, I'm using OBS.
Okay. I'm not familiar with OBS. XSplit.
Well, I'm barely familiar with OBS, but you're not hearing the feedback right now.
Not as much.
Huh. So it must just be the fan and where I have the mic positioned with regards to my face and if I'm blocking the air. And he's saying there's a slight echo. Okay, gonna go ahead and mute my mic and I'm gonna listen to the stream on the delay. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself in Skype as well. So let's see, show that, unmute that, mute here. Flip switch.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself in Skype.
Up front.
So
Okay.
let's see.
Just one.
Show that. Unmute that.
Okay, one level.
Mute here. Flip switch.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Up front. And another up front.
Okay.
Just one. Two.
Cancel.
And direct. Two. And another up front.
Okay. I'm not gonna keep those. Come up. Cancel. Okay. Don't want to do this, but I have to.
Well, there's no more echo because I had my mic muted. Let me try this. I'm gonna up the sound and are the is the sound from people on Skype coming through quietly and you have to turn up your volume pretty high to hear them? So you still have myself muted on Skype here. So this is just for the For those in stream chat.
This is also a changer. His is that every time a magic character attacks, it gains 1,000. I can also pay one, drop a card, and I can bring a back row character to front, and he gains 1,000.
Okay.
Okay, pretty well.
Play.
Okay.
Level 500.
Let me know now.
Is top card check.
If it's a
That's a climax. She goes to
waiting room.
waiting room.
Okay, they sound fine, and it's echo.
She goes to stock.
So the echo is from my microphone picking up my own speakers. So, where's my remote? Let me turn down my own speakers. Well, now I can't hear them. Let me rethink this.
Alright. So,
Okay, let me go ahead and turn down mic then.
get your card. Change.
Okay, how about now? I've turned down my mic by about 30% and upped the
Level 3.
the sound from source.
Cannon side attack. She also has a climax combo, which has a reverse burn. Climax. So, first is this side attack for 2. 3.
Still getting the echo right now?
Pants.
Double up.
Add one of those to hand.
Okay, no echo and it sounds a lot better. How about hearing me? Can you hear me easily? Kind of has a hallway effect. Let me, okay, moving my microphone a bit to further in front of my, more in front of my face.
3.
How about now?
Cancel.
Okay. And then center front for 3. 3.
Cancel.
And then you take a 1 because it's reverse burn. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I need to have my mic right in front of my face. I guess this will all be a lot easier if I just pipe the sound through my headset itself, but I don't really want to have a headset on me,
8-5.
on my ears for 5 hours at a time.
I'm going on for one of my
1,500.
Okay, so the last step here is to unmute myself in Skype and see how it sounds to those guys. Okay, adjusted a few things. How's it sound now? Are you guys still getting bad feedback over Skype when I'm not saying anything?
Skype is still clean.
yeah.
After you kind of move you might have moved the fan or something. It's been pretty clean. I don't know about the stream though.
Stream was saying the sound was pretty good, so I don't know if that means I have to stay in exactly this position, but that's not going to happen, so I guess people just let me know if I move and the fan starts becoming an issue.
Clock.
Man, I wish I had done that. Wish I'd done all this before I did like a gazillion games.
I'll pay 1 for 7.
Okay.
I should make note of what settings I've got going on right now.
cost to accelerate. Now at 9. And upfront.
Okay.
Plus.
1.
So yeah, 1.
Okay.
And I have to refresh now.
Okay, so I have my microphone on 20%.
And upfront.
Okay.
For 2.
OBS sound at 60%.
Alright. So I'm going to A3. Keep him alive. Let her go.
I'm good.
Bro. Let's see. Just 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's out. So I'm not going to get any benefit from that.
I'm just glad my computer isn't still crashing all the time. I guess that was kind of a non sequitur for you guys on Skype.
Let's do it. No clock. Move him over here. Pay 1. Play. Okay, 1. And front. E657585. For 2. 1, 2, 3.
Success. Level up. Yeah.
Cutter tap.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me know if the sound starts going wonky, either in Skype or on stream.
Alright.
I'm good.
And boost. Shit. Fucked up. Front. It's gonna be 9K. For 2, 3.
Okay.
And this is gonna overswing like a mofo. 4 for 4. So unless I get lucky, which I doubt it.
Shit. Yep. Good game.
That was a huge misplay. That was a huge misplay because the problem was that I should have set myself up for the extra damage, but I didn't.
I see.
And also too, something to know, I'll tell you, is if you ever play anybody else who's playing Long Horizon, if you see him on the field, kill him.
What does he do?
His thing is on opponent's turn. It's if she's on the field, he's a 6/5. But on opponent's turn, if he's not reversed, he gives everybody else on the field 1,000.
I see.
Huh.
So essentially, the way it works is if he's on the field and she's on the field, on opponent's turn, he's 8/5 base. And giving everybody else 1,000, so everybody else on your opponent's turn gets 2,000.
Wow.
Because he gets 1,000 from her and 1,000 from him. And then if you have multiples of him on the field, that when he's not reversed, that also compounds.
I see.
So if you have 2 of him on here, then anybody else gets 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it stacks big. And then if you have 2 of these in the back...
Wait, major echo. What just happened? I'm sorry, I was just looking at stream chat.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, it's like even just with 2 of these and 1 of him, he's 6/5 base, and then on opponent's turn, he turns into a 10/5 because he gets 2,000 from each of these.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, but the thing is that it only goes, his boost only goes off if he's not reversed. If you kill him first or have the ability to kill him, as soon as you kill him, the only boosts that are active are the ones from Minori.
Okay, I see. I got so much fun.
Yeah, plus Log Horizon's a fairly new set, but because it's pretty stupid powerful that a lot of people have been picking it up.
I see.
So I'm sure that the more you play people on here, I'm sure you're going to see it a lot.
Probably.
So wait, so is that how you can get a what I saw somebody say like an 18,000 bodyguard or something?
Oh no. The way that you get the 18,000 bodyguard is say this is the bodyguard. You have him. He's a level 3, but it's it nullifies all burn effects. So if you have something that does like reverse a character and then do a damage, it nullifies that. But it also has the second ability is 1,000 to front times level.
Times level?
Times level.
Good grief.
So the bodyguard's like 9,000 or 9,500, something like that. And then if you have him in the background, you know, if you have 2 of them, that's an extra 6,000.
6,000.
Wow.
And then his third ability is as long as he's standing, you can pay 1, rest him, and the card that reversed a character can gain the ability till the end of the opponent's turn that it's -2 soul to the character across from it.
That seems like a lot to put onto one card.
It's a lot, but it is a level 3. So
Okay.
it's essentially a level 3 support.
And what's his actual power?
3K.
Oh, okay, level 3.
You can't. The only reason why you would ever attack with him is if you're just going for game, and you need a 2 soul attacker. But he's not going to survive. So if you don't win the game, he's dead.
So do a lot of people try to play bounces against the Log Horizon decks, or?
They don't necessarily. It's not necessarily that you can kind of predict that you're going to be wanting to play a bounce, but the thing is he's not immune to effects himself. The only thing the only thing that he does is nullify burn specifically, because like he's not he doesn't nullify Nico in Love Live, where she has the one where it's reverse, pay 2, ditch a card, and shoot a clock. It doesn't nullify that. It only nullifies an actual burn. So like Persona, there's like a yellow card in Kantai, where it's like you flip a card and you do that much damage.
Nanoha, Starlight Breaker, stuff like that. There's certain cards that'll nullify, but anything that says you take this card and place it here, it's not going to do it. Similar to the blue event in Madoka, where it technically heals because you take a card from clock and put it in hand.
But since it doesn't go to waiting room, it avoids heal attacks.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right, because you're moving it from clock to hand, it avoids it.
Okay.
And it's like if you, like for example, Dog Days, its big thing is that anybody who runs gates and you pull things out of waiting room, it punishes by making this one character really huge, or giving the boost to something else.
Okay, so anti-salvage doesn't necessarily stop the salvage, it just boosts a character?
Yeah,
or are
it
there
usually
different anti-salvages?
A fairly big boost. It's like 2,000 or 3,000, depending on the set.
Okay, so it's a...
That one Nationals, that's pretty much how it worked, was that it bet on the fact that most people were running gates or a lot of waiting room salvage, which was true because that was basically what everybody was running. And it would take, pretty much as people were salvaging cards, it would just be instantly, okay, well, you grab one card. This guy gets 2,000. Oh, you grab 2 cards. This guy gets 2,000. This guy gets 2,000. And it just kept boosting things like crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I can definitely see how, like I hear people talk about power creep, and even being new to this game, looking at like what Madoka can get to, and then what other sets can get to power-wise, I can see what they're talking about.
Well, the thing with the anti-salvage, that was actually from original set Dog Days, which is old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was it was like, God, I can't think of the actual card number. It's like number 6 in the first set. It's from, let's see, 2012, 2011. So it's not something that's new. It's just the fact that until Nationals, nobody really knew how to use it. And for the most part, Dog Days was kind of a fun but not good set. It was okay. It had some really cool cards, but it didn't really have any standout stuff. And the stuff that was really standout took like so much work to do that it wasn't worth it. And then they came out with the second set, which not only gave it more opportunities to do deck search, but and cheaper deck search at that. It was one stock hand size. That once it got all those different things, it actually made it a lot more consistent and that it would actually work. Because like the biggest thing that Dog Days had was it had this wacky change with a back row. That if you had a specific climax in your hand, you could ditch the climax and pay 2 and ditch a climax or something, and you could summon a level 2 from waiting room. And the level 2 was a level 2 10k.
Oh wow, okay.
So at level 1 you could summon a 10k. Which, you know, at the time was like really, really cool and really, really powerful, but now, like as Log Horizon kind of produces, is that, you know, having a 9, 10, 11k in front row at level 1 is not a big deal. The only thing is a lot of those sets that do stuff like that either have problems with healing or have problems with, like, basically if you can't keep those cards in Log Horizon, you end up getting stock screwed by 2 and 3. Because the whole idea of at least that particular build of Log Horizon is that you keep your level 1 field for long enough that you build up. Once you hit level 2 or level 3, you can start wiping the board. But basically, if you've got something that can run over those characters, or you have a bunch of level 0s or level 1 suiciders, then
you know, it doesn't really have much of a chance.
And I'm sorry, which set was that you were talking about? I was having the
Log Horizon.
Log Horizon. Okay.
Yeah, Log Horizon basically its antithesis is level 1 Suiciders. Level 1 Suiciders bounces, and that's really about it. Level 1 Suiciders bounces because you can bounce level 3 or bounce the ones that are required to make certain things go off.
It'll be interesting to play against it. Now, with Log Horizon, that was released. Was that just released as like an extra booster set?
It's one of those fun things that they've been doing recently, where they put way too much freaking cards into one set. Normally an AP is only like 36 cards at the most. Sometimes you might get a couple more cards, like 42 is not unheard of. Or 40 card. But Log Horizon is, I think, 50. It's almost booster size, but it was released as an EP. So basically, you had to, in order to get all the cards, you basically had to invest a small fortune in it. Because it's one of the few EPs. Because normally EPs only have rare uncommon. There's no double R's, there's no anything special. It's just you have rare commons, you get one rare pack, and a possibility of getting two. In Log Horizon, it actually has more rarities. It has double R, uncommon, and common. So because of that, and because you only have 6 cards per pack and 6 packs per box, that you have to get really lucky to get all the stuff that you want.
Yeah. Well, have they done that with many other sets, or?
Nope. There's only two that they did that with for EP. It was that and Little Busters for free.
Was there any rhyme or reason as to why they did them in that way, or?
Money.
Well, yeah.
That's purely why they did it. It's just a matter of they wanted to have something that had a little bit more than one build or two. So there's technically like 3 builds in Log Horizon. I mean, they all use pretty much certain cards that are necessary, which is why there's only 3 cards that are ridiculously expensive. But for the most part, there is like 3 or 4 different builds in it. Normal EPs you might get 2. Unless there's multiple EPs, like Angel Beats or Dog Days or something like that. But yeah, normal EPs you don't get a whole lot. Like Ilya basically has 2 builds. You have red blue focusing on the 5-shot, or you have the level 3 combo that you have to have 2 copies of a climax in your hand to do ridiculous amounts of damage.
So how many builds do you typically get out of a regular booster? Or is there any?
About 2 or 3 usually.
Okay,
I mean,
so thinking, doesn't Madoka have several builds or only a couple good ones?
Madoka has basically like 3. You've got red blue, you've got pretty much mono yellow with a splash of whatever colors you need, and the like every color deck.
Oh, okay. Because no, mine is a 3-color deck, but I don't know where that even falls in the.
Well, technically yours is only. That's the thing. It's like if you have like yellow or something splash at level 0, that to me that's most people don't really consider that tricolor. It's only tricolor when you start getting into a 3rd color like level 1, level 2. Where you actually are consistently through the progress of the set, you've actually got all those colors.
I think my deck would count as that then, wouldn't it?
Okay, do you have level 3? Do you have a different color at higher levels?
Well, level 3 is mainly level 3 is only green and blue. But my level 2 is red with Howling Kyokos.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little messy. But yeah, basically the main thing, yeah, they have Monokami, which is actually mostly focused on just having multiple copies of the Homura and the Madoka level 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much that's all you have. You don't have any other level 3s in there. Then there's red, blue, and then there's mono yellow.
Okay. So I mean, I've been thinking. I'm wondering if my deck that I have is just trying to do too much at once. But when it does work, it's kind of seems like it works. I don't know.
Well, the tricolor one I've seen, the tricolor ones I've seen usually are pretty much mostly green.
Well, green is definitely the most important in this, but mostly when you get to the higher levels.
Well, that's the thing is that green, those decks usually have more green at level 0, level 1, and then level 3. Level 2 is usually blue. And then usually if there's any red, it's mostly at level 0.
So I'm wondering if just my deck would have problems with consistency or what, because it's basically kind of whatever at level 0, blue at level 1, red at level 2, and then blue-green at level 3.
Yeah, that kind of, the problem with that is that you really end up having problems with color balance. Because generally you want to try to avoid having 3 colors in general.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's one of those things where a whole level is focused on one color, sometimes that can get really challenging. Love Live has a little bit of that problem. Because basically no matter what, your level 1 is usually yellow. Doesn't matter what colors you splash into that deck, your level 1 is pretty much going to be yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Your level 2 might have a lot of yellow, but with all the different sets that are out now, there's so many other things you can put in there that level 2 you can diversify, level 3 you can diversify, level 0 it is what it is, but usually level 1 there's not a huge amount of level 1s that are good, that are any other color but
Yellow. Huh.
There's a couple interesting supports that you can do some fun stuff with, but other than those supports, pretty much you've got, it's pretty much yellow or nothing.
Well, I'll keep playing with this deck, modify it, and see if I eventually just slide it more towards what the typical deck recipes I see are.
Yeah, I mean, definitely find out kind of what works on your level, because the big thing with a lot of the deck recipes, it's like, though I'm not one of those people that harp on people not net decking, but honestly enough, it really comes down to how you play. And if you pick up somebody's deck, like, for example, there's somebody who plays in our area that has a very big habit of playing decks that are very strange. They don't seem to really make sense, but when he plays them, he can play them perfectly. Like, he can go up against some of our best people and mop the floor with them. But as soon as you pick up that deck, you either A, don't know how it works, or B, when you play it, it self-destructs on itself. And you don't really know why. And it's just because he comes up with very strange strategies that he thinks far enough ahead that he knows how it works and what he needs where and what time. And you know, a lot of the times when you see the net decks on there on the Japanese side or the American side, you're basing it on stuff that they know what cards need to be where. They've played that deck 1,000 times and they know how the set works inside and out, and you know, they know just how that stuff works. And that's where you get in a little bit of trouble. Because if you don't know 100% of where that deck's coming from, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I put together the deck I do have, just because I started off with like a deck recipe, but I had a game plan in mind and built it around that, and it can work, at least in the games that I've played. So I had one game where I drew complete garbage and couldn't play anything to like level 2 or something.
Well, another thing too is that you also have to. I mean, this is more just getting into how different people play. Most of the time when I put together a deck, like honestly, enough that game I was just playing, I was drawing garbage. I was drawing like total garbage. But it's one of those things where I have it set up so that I try to set it up so I have a couple different ways out. So if something doesn't work out, I can always shift direction and go with something else. The build that I have right now for Log Horizon, I do need to change it back to what I had before, because I had a couple level 1 Suiciders in there that I took out. But it's just one of those things where if I can't get that combo going, I can at least throw the Suiciders out there, and the 6K 1-0s still conserve stock for 2 and 3, but at least have normal power. If I go up against somebody who's got some crazy, or they start accelerating all over the place, I'm still going to lose my characters, but I can take some people with me.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I'm playing Mookie Homes, it's like there's a ton of things you can do at level 1. There's a lot of things you can do, basically just throwing level 0s out there. But if you don't get certain things in line, you've got different directions you can go in. Some decks don't have that luxury, but for the most part, most of them you can do something.
Mm-hmm. I have to keep that in mind then when I'm modifying this deck that I've made.
Because that's the big thing I've seen with the few folks that I've seen around Red, Blue, and Kill a Kill, is that if you stick with pretty much Satsuki and Kyoko, that when you have those two characters just working together, that you're pretty much not without play. You always have something. I mean, even if it's not like the best play or something huge or whatever, you've always got something brewing. And you're never lost without some sort of way to gain stock. And things usually get big enough that unless somebody's got something really huge or some sort of weird system in order to get big characters, they're not going to get run over very easily.
So is the red blue the typical Kill a Kill deck that people do, or
pretty much?
Okay.
Pretty much. Because it's usually also a better thing to look at is usually whatever the trial deck is usually going to be one of the more dominant builds. Very few times does that not end up being the case. Like probably the best example of that not being the case is Kantai. Kantai was red-green. Red is pretty good, green is pretty good, but I think most of them base around yellow or blue. Let's see. Fairy Tail's red-green. Usually the better builds are red-blue or red-yellow. But yeah, it's like most of the time, if you look at the trial deck, it's usually going to give you a good idea of what's going to be the predominant build. Like for the most part, Madoka is green-blue.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, and that was the same as the trial deck.
Interesting. A lot to consider with this game.
Yeah, Sword Art's very similar. I mean, probably one of the more consistent builds is yellow-blue. So.
And that's what the trial deck is. Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly enough, and the main thing that really makes it consistent is the 1-0 Kirito. It's forgot exactly how it works because I haven't played Sword Art in a while. But it gives like a global boost, and then it gives a global boost to Asuna. And then if you have, there's the 1/1, it's like caged bird Asuna or something in the first set that gains a boost from having Kirito on the field. So it's like, it ends up being this just like regular vanilla 1/1 that gets out there and it's like 8K.
Oh wow.
Something crazy. Then there's some other little tricks you can do to make it even bigger.
So is that why I've heard people say that like Sword Art like may have like no level 2s in the deck?
That's not too far from the truth. Usually the only things that you end up having at level 2 are usually supports of some sort.
So does it have a lot of level 3s in there, or did the level 1s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Level 3. It's pretty much most of. It's very similar to Log Horizon that most of the big plays are going to be in level 1 and level 3. Although Sword Art does actually have some interesting level 0s as well. Let's see. I think it's Kirito Strong Bond. Yeah, all characters with Asuna gain 500, and then during an opponent's turn, all other characters gain 500. So technically, that Asuna, Imprisoned Queen, it's a 1/1 that if it's 6,000 base, if you have Kirito on the field, it turns into a 7K with Encore. So with the global, that would be an automatic 7/5 at least on your turn, and on
then
an opponent's
8K.
turn it's 8K with Encore, with one of them on the field. If there's two of them on the field, it would be 9K.
Oh wow.
So basically, if you have an Asuna Kirito deck, there are certain things you can do to make pretty much any Asuna card pretty huge.
Okay. Well, I was thinking of what I've said about as far as building an English deck, I was thinking of going with Sword Art. But then again, I feel like everybody's going with Sword Art. Well, I say that, but I don't know.
The big thing with doing Sword Art in English is it's the only set that's gotten full support. Because basically, what English is, this is entirely my opinion, but what Sword Art's gotten in English is very similar to how people that were playing the Japanese sets felt with Dakabo and IMAS. Basically, for a long time, they were constantly putting out like new stuff for Idolmaster and Dakabo. And it was like anytime you got something really, really good from any of the other sets, they would put out another Dakabo deck that would just make it perfect. Like there was it wasn't even a power creep or anything. It was just them kind of playing favorites to certain sets. Ultimately, any set can win at any time, but it was just one of those things where it always felt like those sets had answers to things that other people didn't get. And it was basically in the US, Sword Art is those sets. It's the only set that had. It was a pretty solid set to begin with, but now that it has a couple cards that fill in, that for the most part, Sword Art 2 was mainly just there to make character decks, makes it bigger, gives you a little bit more room to wiggle with certain cards, but yeah, pretty much it gave certain weapons to decks that actually make them really, really good.
So, I guess my thought is, because one of the things preventing me from, well, one, I've spent like a ton of money over the past couple of months getting my Japanese Kill la Kill and Madoka. I still have some cards coming in the mail. So I was going to try and hold off because I have some of the Persona 4E on pre-order. But with regards, say, building a Sword Art deck, would it be best just trying to get like 4 boxes of Volume 1 and then just get singles from Volume 2?
Well, if you're doing English, I can't really advise because I don't know how easy it is to get singles and what the prices are on them. Really, for making an Asuna, like if you're doing Asuna Kirito, like most of the stuff that you're going to need is all in first set for the most part. Really, the big things that you need, at least off the top of my head, is you need the other Asuna level 3. It's the one that's when it comes into play during the turn is placed from either hand to field or via change. When the damage dealt is canceled by this, deal 1 damage to your opponent, so it gives a shot. When this attacks, if a particular card is in the climax zone, all characters gain 5,000 power, and the character reverse goes to stock.
Wait, what?
Yeah, basically, if you play a certain climax with that card, that all characters gain 5,000, including yourself, and it basically blasts whatever it reverses to stock.
That seems kind of insane.
Yes and no. There's several things in Sword Art that people have realized that have that ability to shoot it to stock. That, yeah, they don't get to encore their really powerful character, but if they have another copy of that powerful character, they suddenly now can play it. Like, for example, in Log Horizon, it's like, okay, you send my Akatsuki to stock. That's great. Now I can play another one and heal 1.
Okay.
So or if you've got something, it's like, okay, Akatsuki's great. Well, I can't play this other card. Oh, now I can. You know, it's when you have something that's blasting the stock, especially being that it gives that to every character. If you clear the field of your opponent's characters, no matter what they are, you're giving them 3 free stock.
Okay.
So basically, if you don't kill them, you're giving them enough stock that they could potentially make a comeback. So it actually is more of a trade-off than people probably give it credit for. There's a 2-1 that also is like that. It's from the first set. If it faces a level 3, it's like a 7 or 8k. It's not very powerful, but if it goes up against a level 3, it's like 10 or 11. But it also has that ability that anything it reverses, it goes to stock.
Oh, okay. I feel. Does one of my Kill la Kill cards have that? Something has that I saw.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably one of the Kill la Kill cards.
It's probably red, more than likely. Sounds like a red ability.
Wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, I haven't really looked at my green too much anyhow, so more than likely.
Well, green doesn't really do a whole lot of anything other than get big.
You mean across sets or in Kill la Kill specifically?
In Kill la Kill specifically.
So this does have me wondering. I mean, I really like trying to work towards the red-yellow build because I want to do the best friends deck. But I wonder if I'll eventually just end up going to a blue-red build just cause.
Yeah, it really depends on if you're doing something for fun or if you're doing it for making something to fight. Because that's kind of the thing, like, you know, I know that there's certain things I could do to make a fairy tale deck that's really, really powerful and is competitive. I don't really want to play that build. It's not very fun to me, and I don't really get a kick out of it. So I have the one that I have, which is still good, but you know, it's definitely not what would be considered the best one.
I guess I also just have to think that, I mean, I'm not necessarily getting into this to try to win national tournaments or anything. This is just something I'm doing for fun.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes that works out. Like, there's one of our players that plays Lucky Star. That he's got a Lucky Star deck he has just the deck that he wants, and you know, it's not the best, but it sure is fun. He's got another one from a set from Mahime that the deck is terrible. I mean, it's not a good thing at all, but the amount of anger that it induces from his opponents is the entire reason to play the deck.
That's really annoying.
Oh, very. Because basically the idea of it is that there's cards throughout each level that make your opponent name a level, and you top deck check, and if the card matches the level that was named, it goes into play. Or they get like free stock, or they get, you know, something for free out of doing it.
So what if they get it wrong?
Nothing happens. It just doesn't go off. It's always like, play this character, top deck check, make your opponent name a number, top deck check. If it equals that number, put it into play. So, you know, it's an effect that comes with the character, but the characters themselves don't cost anything extra to do it. Is what makes it kind of powerful. So it's like, okay, well, you do this ability. Okay, well, if somebody decides, I'm going to name level 3, and you're level 1, it's like all of a sudden, it's a level 3, goes into play.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not level specific. It's basically just they name a number, it goes into play. Or name a level, it goes into stock, you know, or something to that effect.
Wait, so if you get it correct, it goes into play, correct?
Either goes into play or goes into stock, depending on the card.
Okay, so why would you ever say 3 then?
Well, because you know, it doesn't. You just would randomly think of a number. You know, because honestly enough, sometimes if you have a level 0 or level 1, you're still going to get it into play. So sometimes you'll just say level 3 just to say, you know, it's less likely that they're going to have that. Plus, you can always check their waiting room too. So it's like, okay, well, the waiting room's got like 5 level 3s. I'm going to name level 3 because it's less likely they're going to get something from it. But again, you start having to think of stupid stuff like that in order to keep that deck.
My flash just crashed for some reason.
It does. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that's very interesting. It just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm just getting into this, so I guess I can't be worried too much. I still need to learn the ins and outs and try to stop misplaying left and right.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I kind of encouraged on the last round trying to do red blue was just because you actually have pretty much all the cards to make the red blue build. Because without having a full play set of everything there ever was of everything,
Yeah.
that you end up having a little bit less options when you start having yellow or green or whatever. You start having to have more specific cards that you have to put in there, and if you don't have full play sets of them to throw a full 4 or at least 3 in, then stuff starts getting a little more complicated.
Yeah. I should have, at this point, assuming my order with Yuyute goes through, I should have done a solid